Welcome to Inside the Capitol, your weekly update on what's going on in Minnesota state government as seen through a Catholic lens. Our state's Catholic bishops this week, they met with Governor Mark Dayton and legislative leaders. Several topics were on the table during the meeting at the Cathedral of St. Paul's Rectory. Each of Minnesota's bishops addressed an issue that impacts human dignity and the common good.
So we were looking for ways here in Minnesota that we could give a per-child tax credit so that people aren't punished for having large families. And we know what we really want, of course, is that the society would encourage people to have children.
There is some legislation on ultrasound. The idea is that if a woman comes to an abortion clinic to have an abortion, that the doctor or the nurse would ask her if she would like to see the ultrasound of her baby.
My topic with our legislators today was human trafficking. Maybe part of that would be sex trafficking and pornography. And a couple points that I wanted to make. One was that pornography is an extremely difficult and challenging issue today. It's growing into being more and more serious at a younger age, so I wanted to mention that. And then also there's a connection between human trafficking and pornography.
The topic I discussed today was housing, affordable housing, because when people have good housing, the family's intact, and also we know there's a huge benefit, people being able to work in jobs, and it really brings about a stronger culture of family in our society. Amen.
Not only was this an opportunity to present the church's position on these policy issues, but the bishops tell us the meeting with our government leaders is important to building relationships.
Politics is relationship. It's getting things done that help people.
I thought it was a very positive opportunity because we share something in common with our lawmakers, and that's that we have a real concern for the common good.
The day's meetings were just one building block. Going forward, Minnesota's bishops remind every Catholic that your voice is needed in the public square.
I would definitely encourage our lay Catholics to get involved. I'm so grateful for the Minnesota Catholic Conference, and whether it's Capital 101 or our Catholics at the Capitol, opportunities to sort of demystify what's going on in terms of making a difference, and just encourage them to be involved and to get to know and to be an advocate for what it is we believe in order to further and better our world in which we live.
Recently, Catholics from across Minnesota took that advice and attended Capital 101. This introductory course teaches Catholics how to make their voices heard in the public square. During the advocacy training, Bishop Andrew COZZENS of the Archdiocese prayed with attendees and took questions. Catholic legislators, Senator Michelle Benson, Representative Kelly Fenton, and Representative Matt Dean highlighted the importance of faith in the public arena and gave pointers for meeting with legislators.
The most important thing that you can do is help the legislator understand your story.
To better understand the ins and outs of the Capitol, attendees toured the House and Senate floors. Attendees wrapped up the workshop by praying the Rosary in the Capitol Rotunda before meeting with their legislators. You can still join us for our final Capital 101 Advocacy Workshop on Tuesday, April 17th. Head to mncatholic.org and click on the Capital 101 banner for details and registration. This week's Action Alert is focused on the spiritual needs of our political leaders. In the coming weeks, they'll be voting on many pieces of legislation, and they'll need your prayers for guidance and strength. Offer up an hour of adoration or a rosary for your legislators, that the Holy Spirit should give them strength and wisdom to vote for legislation that will uphold human dignity and the common good. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again the week after Easter when the legislature returns from its recess. Until then, share this video with your friends, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and make sure you join us again for the next edition of Inside the Capitol.